Some days the win isn't closing the deal. It's walking out of the room knowing they had to respect what you built. Peace, family. My name is Clive Morrison, the Black Businessman. And if you're new here, this is my end-of-day business breakdown where I share what I learned, what I got done, and what's next. What am I building? What we building out here, right? So first, let me start with the wins. My top 3 wins for the day were, number 1, man, I had a big prospect come through, a big proposal, and we moved on to the second conversation. Now, this is the kind of deal that could shift how we do things long term, how we operate. We walked through the pricing, we walked through the systems, we walked through the outcomes, and they were still deciding. They didn't flinch the numbers, right? So what did that tell me? That tell me something deeper. The work that I've been doing is earned through the reputation because somebody recommended me to these people, right? See, people don't just see a service anymore. They see infrastructure. They see leadership. And a big word these brothers talked to me about was trust. That's when the negotiation turned into alignment because we all can see win-win here. Second win of the day, a brother in business got clarity after our talk. Now, he's a therapist and he was trying to see what he wanted to do and where he was going. He was scattered. He was juggling everything, all these ideas that he had in his head. I just listened, asked a few questions, and I watched him connect the dots himself. And you could see it in his face when he clicked. That moment when confusion gives way to confidence, bro, there's no talking that down. There's nothing that you can talk about that. And that's what the community looks like. We sharpen each other and we both walk away stronger. Because I learned, and I just get clearer and better at the coaching when I talk to brothers. The third win was inside the cleaning business. My ops manager made the call I would have made without me. Now that hits different. I always tell my team, don't bring me problems, bring me options. He did. So what happened was a client had a last minute reschedule that could have thrown off the whole day of our flow. But he rerouted the crew, called the client, and kept the timeline intact. No panic, just leadership. And that's the kind of moment that reminds you systems are only as strong as the people running them, right? You can do all the implementation, you can have all the systems, you can do all the marketing, but the people running them are what makes them great. Now, what did I get done today? Of course, talking about my number 1 priority was building out the 10 client program for early stage entrepreneurs. Now, my business CMJ, I help people build systems, leadership, delegation, but I also met a lot of people who are still fighting to get traction, still doing everything themselves. They're not clear on what their business model should be, on how they should be executed. So I'm refining the modules on lead flow, sales conversations, showing how to build simple, repeatable systems before they try to scale. You know, at CMJ, like I said, we're about mapping the systems out. CRMs, project management, VA workflows, training documents, the full engine, right, to be able to scale your business and customize by the business size. In there, the goal is clarity and being able to execute daily and having other people do the work. But when a business plugs in and it feels like there's missing pieces, it just snaps everything into place. So here's my big lesson that I learned. I try to give the lesson of the day. What did I learn today? Confidence doesn't come from talk. It comes from doing. Every time I move, I learn something new about where the friction lives. When results fall short, it's not failure, it's feedback, right? I always get this feedback and it tells me, like, where do I need to refine things? Where do I need to tighten up? So I don't get emotional about the gap. Like if I'm wrong about something, if I mess something up, I get specific. I tighten up the offer. I sharpen the resolve, right? I see, hey, what do we need to do to get better? And then I move again. And that's how progress compounds, right? What I didn't know 6 weeks ago, I'm nice at now. Going in tomorrow, my priorities are the same. Push the course forward, push the program forward, and outline one long video, because I know I've been doing these end of the day, end of the week, and just so I can get content out there. But my thing is to start bringing video in here, long form publishing, and bringing that out here where we're talking about what does systems look like, what does leadership look like, what does SOPs look like, just everything, thinking about it. There's so much to talk about that I'm excited about, right? So this is my everyday, you know what I'm saying, check-in. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Feeling amazing. I'm ready to make it happen. Thank you guys for being with me on this journey. Stacking small wins. I'm putting out these videos. I'm looking to get better. If you feel like I can get better, drop a comment. I would love to. That's my thing. But it's just step by step, refining the process, getting better, putting it out, learning from whatever you're doing, right? And that's what I say. So get systematic, plan, execute, review, as I always talk about. Get ready, right? It's the end of the day, end of the week. Y'all stay focused, stay blessed. Peace.